But some concepts came up and I wanted to tell you about them. And one of the concepts is reality and agreement. Okay? I can't see you guys that well here, but I'm there. Okay, good. So it's reality and agreement, And I thought things are good in our lives because of agreement. We made them that way. We agreed for them to be that way. Okay? And on the flip side of it, things are, and I'm going to be honest right here, things are shitty in our lives because of we agree for them to be that way. It's not just it's happening. There is a level of agreement by us for it to be shitty. So the way our lives are right now are that way because of our agreement with it. Okay, you can have people in your environment that are just not good for you. And they stay in your environment because to some degree you agree with them. You do. Whether you like it or not. You put up with them, you tolerate them, whatever the case is, they're not good. Whether that be whoever it is, friends, family, it doesn't matter. In your life, if they're still in your environment, you agree with them to some degree. Okay? And if you surround yourself with people who are very positive and very pro-survival for you, it's because you agree with them. Okay? So yes, it has a lot to do with your agreement. But interestingly enough, you can create a certain reality and a certain reality in your life with agreement. So, if you agree that, I don't know, you have kids and family and things like that, that your kitchen should be clean, and if you don't get agreement from everyone in your family, your kitchen's not going to stay clean. It's going to be dirty. Things are going to be left out, dishes in the sink, whatever the case is, because you don't have agreement. So it doesn't become a reality because there's no agreement. Isn't that amazing? So if you got agreement from everybody in your family, your kids, your wife, whatever, your husband, whatever it is, you got agreement to keep the kitchen clean. I mean, really got agreement. They're like, Mom, you're right. Dad, you're right. You're right. Or you have to get agreement from your parents or whatever to keep your kitchen clean. Your kitchen would stay clean. So it's very, very interesting how you can create your reality in your environment by getting agreement. So to the degree that you get agreement, you can make your ideas very real. There I am trying to correct my New York accent there. I say ideas sometimes. Anyway, you can get a reality by getting your agreement with other people in your environment, right? Okay? So that's the way you can get your reality by agreement. If you say, look, I'm going on vacation, and you tell everybody you're going on vacation, and you tell it to enough people, you know what? They're going to say, yeah, he's going on vacation. He's going on vacation. You know what? You'll go on vacation. It's that interesting, So I just wanted to tell you that you can get, if you're having a tough time, even if you're at work, for example, and you have a great idea, and you want to propose it to somebody, even before you propose it to your boss, or whatever, if that's what you do, you can get agreement amongst your peers and really sell them on the idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. You know what? That's a great idea. And then you could pitch it to your boss, because he'll probably survey it, and everyone will go, yeah, that's a great idea. It's good. So if you want to get a reality, make your ideas become a reality, you get agreement from others around you. You have to get your agreement first. But that's, it's interesting because, today I always keep looking back on what's my reality and what's my agreement on where I am going. And funny, this 100,000 keeps coming up. I like my agreement is 100K a month, 100K a month, 100,000 a month. And then I was looking back and looking back at my own goals and purposes and what do I really want to accomplish here. You know, my real ultimate purpose is to promote my humanitarian purposes on people who are very high profile. Those are opinion leaders, VIPs, even celebrities. You know, to really get them aware of my humanitarian purposes. And that's my real purpose. And that's what I want to grow myself into. So I really have to grow. One very big line is I have to grow online. So right now I think I look at followers, not necessarily friends. I have 5,000 friends, but I have 700 followers, which is okay. It's getting there. But but I'm looking at what impact and how much do I want to get to? And I thought about, okay, let me see what other people, so I get a kind of an order of magnitude. I wasn't quite exactly sure. So I looked at, like, I don't know, people who are way up there and, you know, have a lot of followers. Like, I looked at, okay, how many followers does Tony Robbins have? You know, Tony Robbins, he's got like 6 million followers, you know? You know, and then I looked at, some other guys I follow, and they have like maybe 750,000 followers. I know those guys are pretty big also. And then I look at some of the smaller people who are, you know, getting up there in success. And what do they have? They have about 2,000 followers. But that's not these smaller guys are not necessarily the ones that I want to grow to. You know, so I figured, okay, 100,000 followers is where I want to go. That's where I think I'm going to make my impact. That's where I'm going. So this 100,000 number keeps coming up. $100,000 a month, even though, you know, income just allows me to do lots of things, and it's a fun game. I don't need $100,000 a month, but it's a fun game. All right, but I do want to, you know, I figure at that level I can definitely impact a lot more lives with getting with opinion leaders and things along those lines, and VIPs and those things. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm telling you this because that's where I'm going, and I want you to follow me there because I'm definitely heading there. But I definitely need your engagement with me, because the more you guys engage with me, I'm not just saying it just to engage with me, just to engage with me, but I really want you, because, you know, I offline, and, you know, people message me, hey, that's really great, this is unbelievable, this is awesome, and they tell me offline, they tell me a messenger, or they email me, or they call me, or they do all these things outside of, sorry about that, outside of my Facebook friends, you know. So if you want to really interact and really say this is really valuable and that was really great, really make it known. It's really important, okay? Because then I could really impact a lot more lives. Because that's what the name of the game is. How many lives can I positively impact? You know. So I was looking today on. Okay, so that's the idea. I want to impact lots of lives. So how can I really get myself known out there? So, you know, I'm making these Facebook Lives, and which is fun, is definitely helping out a lot. But I'm turning some of these, if you haven't noticed, into YouTube videos so other people can find. And I'm stripping out, and this is advice that I give you, and I'm also stripping out the audio from these Facebook Lives, and I'm in the middle of creating podcasts of these Facebook Lives, and I'm also stripping out the transcripts from all of these and creating blogs. So I'm taking from this one video, I'm creating a lot of other posts on other media sources. Here's my New York accent again. So I'm doing that. So today I was looking at also these social media managers, you know. So how am I going to just post and proliferate myself all over the place and really get myself known on all these media avenues? So that's what I'm looking at now, and I'm starting to really roll with that. I recommend it because it saves a lot of work. And some of these have all of these inboxes where any of these people, any people who comment on these different social medias come into one inbox, so you can kind of comment on there. It saves me a lot of work, because it's a lot of work. I have with 100,000 followers, it's going to be a lot of work. So that's what I've sort of been up to today. The game is rolling forward, and it's very, very, very exciting. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about that, especially on the reality point. It's getting, like I said, to rehash on this thing is getting your agreement, first, and then getting others' agreement. You get others' agreement and it becomes a reality. So I do these things and telling people what I'm doing. So also in your universe, wow, he's going after 100,000. Yes, he's going after 100,000 people, to make 100,000 followers. So it's becoming somewhat of a reality in your universe too. All right? So that's what I'm creating. I'm creating this whole reality so it becomes real for me, because I want that reality. And I recommend it for you too. Your environment is like it is because you're agreeing with it to some degree, whether good or bad. So change. So if you don't like things in your environment, then change it. You don't like things about yourself, then change it. You can always change it. It's just your reality, your agreement. If things are the way they are and you don't like the way you are in some way, you have an agreement with it in some way if you're not changing it. So change it also. Okay? So anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to give you this little bit of a live, and watch what happens, and I'll keep you posted on what it is. But please, definitely, if you like this, you had a realization, let me know about it. I want to see who's watching. And any questions, fire them at me. I'm totally into engagement and helping out anything you want to know. Alrighty? Love you guys. We'll definitely see you guys very shortly. Ciao.